Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danny Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I know we had a break last night. We're back again tonight. Thank you for sticking with us this week. We've got lots of shows coming up. Tell me if you're there. I can see that there's some people in the room, but for some reason I can't see names popping up at the moment. So if you're there, pop a comment, say hi, and let us know where you are and what you're doing. Tonight we've got Hello Jane joining us. She's got a single out that we're going to have a chat to her about, and also probably some tour dates coming up, so we might go have a chat and ask her where she's headed and what she's doing. So we might welcome her into the room. Hi, Jules. Thank you for joining. Hello. How are you?
Hi. Good. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. I know, Jules, I just said I can't actually see, for some reason, names popping up on my phone, which is really unusual. So if people are there, write a message so that we can see. Jules is already in the room and Jan has popped in. I don't know if you can see some of the comments as I put them up. So Jan is north of Brisbane, and she's saying she's at the storm. We were just talking about the storm that's just gone through.
Yeah, it was huge. I was so shocked, but I'm glad it's passed from here now. So hopefully it'll pass for you, Jan.
Yes, it sounds. I'm just. It's not storming down here. It's just cold. It's cold wherever I go. Who am I kidding? So I know that you've got a single, and we're going to get to that and talk to you about that. But we haven't had you on the show before. So can you tell us your story? Tell us how you got to music and what your influences were.
Yeah. So I started songwriting maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I got into a music degree. I fell into it, really. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for a while, and then a few things happened, and I thought maybe I'll go and study music and I'll be a teacher. And so I went and I did my degree, and halfway through my degree, one of my teachers said, "Hey, you should try songwriting, some of the subjects." And I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. Like, nah, not really. And then he was like, no, you can do it. And then I did, and it kind of spiraled me into loving songwriting and loving singing my own songs, and that kind of progressed to where I am now, and releasing and recording and playing shows around Queensland. Yeah.
Wow. So it was a really quick jump in and all in by the sound of it.
Yeah, well, I decided that there was 2 options. I could not do it or I could do it, and I figured I'd probably regret it if I didn't try it. Yeah. So absolutely. Here I am trying.
You are trying and doing very well.
Yeah.
Now, you've just released your single, Something Else, and it's also got a film clip attached to that. So tell us about the song and the story behind it.
Yeah, so the song I actually wrote as part of my degree. We had to write a song a week over like a 12-week time period, which is a lot of songwriting for me. Yeah. And this was one of the songs that came out, and I had lucky for me, I had just got out of a relationship, so that really spurred on some songwriting material. And the song is it's a reflection on how I wished a breakup kind of happened instead of how it actually did. So I usually breakups are bitter and a bit angry, and
yeah,
really parts well. And yeah, so it's a polite breakup song is usually what I call it. It's kind of sweet.
It is. It's funny how they end up so nasty, yet you go into it liking a person and you go, absolutely, it doesn't make sense, does it?
It doesn't. It feels so unnatural, but I feel like it happens all the time. And this particular relationship did not end as nice as I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad in a way, because it
me too.
Great material. It's the bittersweet side, isn't it? Now, tell us about the film clip, because it's got a great film clip that you've released. Tell us about filming it and yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I filmed it with two Brisbane filmmakers, Madeline Randall and Steph Kennard, and I had this idea that I wanted to film it in a home. I just felt like it was a really homey song, and I had this concept of walking around a house, kind of not knowing where to go and processing all these emotions. And then I found this cool cabin in the Sunshine Coast because I'm in Brisbane. And I saw it on Airbnb and I thought, this place looks so perfect. And then I booked it and we went up there for 3 days in the peak of summer. So it was so stinking hot. And it was really awesome. It was my first film clip that I was in, obviously, because it was my song. And that was a really interesting experience, being in front of a camera and performing in a different way than if you're, standing on a stage. So it was a really kind of a vulnerable experience, having the camera in your face and singing, and but I'm really proud about how it turned out. I feel like it really captures the essence of the song well.
Yes, absolutely. It is. You've done very well because you didn't look nervous.
That's what people say. I mean, I get on stage and I feel quite nervous. They say, you look very normal. You look like you're meant to be there. And I'm like, good.
Not what I'm feeling inside. Yeah. Clearly, you're a good actor.
Maybe I should take up acting if singing doesn't go through.
You've got backup careers. So you said that you wrote 12 songs in that time. Have you got any other songs that you want to release out of that 12?
Well, I have, I think, 2 other songs that have been released. So they are on Spotify. I think one's Everything's All Right. And another one's called After All This Time. And I actually can't remember the other songs that I wrote in the 12 weeks. I'm sure some of them were pretty bad and others were good. But I have lots of songs that I have a pretty big catalog of songs that I play live, and I'm just kind of kicking into the recording process, and there's so many more songs to come.
Excellent. I cannot wait. Now, I know you're going to do a song for us tonight. Would you like to do that now?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, I will give you the room so that everyone can enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is my new single, and it's called Something Else. This is obviously the acoustic version. Brush off your shoes, my love. Just walk on in. Seems like moments like these don't come around much anymore. Careful where you place your things. This ain't your home like it was when you and me were something else. Nothing like we've learned or seen in that old movie scene. You and me, we've done our best. Ever did we know it never, ever did we know it never lasts. I just wanna talk, I don't wanna talk about you and I, 'cause I know you made up your mind. But if I could wish to change what you decide, I would. But I know that time is only timing. You and me were something else. Nothing like we've learned or seen in that old movie scene. You and me, we've done our best. Ever did we know it never, ever did we know it never lasts. so I will try to understand. But I won't play into your hand. You and me were something else, nothing like we've learned or seen in that old movie scene. You and me, we've done our best. Ever did we know it never, ever did we know it never lasts.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I love your voice.
My pleasure. Oh, thank you very much.
What a lovely song. And yeah, it's worth a breakup.
I think so too.
Oh, does he know this about him?
Someone actually asked me that recently, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
You never actually told him.
No. I think yeah, I don't think he no, that's all right. Yeah, I don't think that he knows it. But that's all right. He's off doing his own thing, you know.
Yeah, that's right. It's what he gets for leaving. Jan actually asked a question before and I didn't get to it. She said, what comes first for you when you're writing the lyrics melody?
I would say the kind of the melody is the thing that I think kind of pulls me into a song. Because I'm a singer first and not a guitarist or anything, my voice kind of is my creative juice, for lack of a better word. And then that kind of lyrics then describe the feeling, I guess, is how I would put it. But they do often, when I'm writing a song, I'll start playing the guitar and then jibber jabber would just come out of my mouth. And sometimes there's some really nice ideas and I kind of reform them. So come out, they're not necessarily good words, but they're words. Yeah, so I think the melody is what sticks usually.
Yes, and it gives you, I guess you've got to have a street to start somewhere, don't you, with those words?
Yeah.
It's a starting point. How often do we write something and we keep what we've written? It's usually just we change it completely once it's...
Yeah, and I'm a really impatient songwriter too, so I'll start writing a song and I will kind of get halfway through it or kind of in the beginning, and if it doesn't draw me in, oh, my pleasure, Jan. If it doesn't draw me in, then I kind of get bored, and I think, to be honest, if it bores me singing it, then it's definitely going to bore listeners, so I need to keep entertained. That's
true. I know at the moment performing is a little bit difficult. You can sometimes, you can't others. Have you had a chance to perform something else very often since releasing?
At a live show, I haven't actually. That's not true. I did in Brisbane, they have this city council things called City Sounds, and they put on kind of live music throughout the city, and I got to perform there with my trio, and that was the first time we performed something else, which was really lovely. But in an intimate show setting, I haven't yet. No.
Have you had a lot of response since releasing this song from people?
Yeah. I mean, this is my first time that I worked with a publicist, with Jules from Wildheart, and it's been such an awesome experience because you get to talk to more people than I would have before and put my song on radio, which is such a cool thing to experience. So bizarre, but very, very cool. And so I think people are really enjoying it, and it's a simple song, and I'm really passionate about simple music and hearty music, I guess, is what I really love. And it seems to be resonating with people, which is, I mean, it's amazing, unexpectedly amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think it would be an amazing feeling to know that you can reach people that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what shows have you got coming up? Have you got much booked for the rest of the year?
This month in May in Queens, I only have some Queensland shows currently, just because border decisions. Who knows what's going to happen? I really want to get around Australia more towards the end of this year, depending on whatever happens. But in Queensland, for anyone that's in the Sunshine Coast area, I've got a show on the 22nd of May at the Belly Community Hall. It's near you Monday, which will be really nice. I think it's a event that's put on to support the community hall to make sure it keeps running. So that's really important to me, to play community events. And then I do have some shows coming up as part of a songwriters series called Friends of Folk. And we're playing at Sunshine Coast and Ipswich, but that's going to be announced in about a week sometime. So if people are interested, they can check it out on my website or something. Yeah.
Yes. So on Facebook, where can they find you? It's Hello Jane. Is it Hello Jane Music, or is it just Hello Jane on Facebook?
Yeah, it's Hello Jane Music. So Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube are Hello Jane Music. My website is hellojanemusic.com. I have a newsletter if anyone likes receiving emails.
Oh, lovely. And where can people buy your current single or other singles that are you've released, your other 2 singles?
They can buy them on Bandcamp or iTunes, or they can also stream them online.
Wonderful. Do you have merchandise or anything at the moment?
I have a couple of tote bags actually, which you can buy on Bandcamp. It's just Hello Jane, Bandcamp/Hello Jane. In March I did a songwriter series called a Songwriter Summer Series, and we went around southern Queensland to some like small towns and we played some shows. And so I had T-shirts and tote bags printed for that. So we've got a few of them.
T-shirts.
Sorry, what was that?
You sell out of T-shirts?
Yeah, we sold out of the T-shirts. They were much loved.
Wonderful. That's exciting, isn't it, when you're selling out of things?
Yeah, absolutely. And having a T-shirt with your name on it is one of the coolest things ever.
It's really strange though if you go to the supermarket and you see somebody with that on, and it'd be very strange to see your name coming at you.
Yeah, I had a text message from a friend saying I saw someone with a Hello Jane T-shirt on at DFO in Brisbane, and I was like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Then it'd be so cool, but so strange as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, what have you got planned? Have you got singles planned for the rest of the year? Any single releases for the rest of 2021?
I'm working on some projects now. They're kind of pending. And then I've got a few shows. So I'm going to plan to release a new single, I guess, probably in about 3 or 4 months. And then probably on a tour, depending on border restrictions and stuff like that. I'd love to come to Tassie, or I'd love to, come play in more parts of Australia.
That would be amazing. Definitely. We need to make this happen. We need to keep the borders open.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure having you, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of the year brings with more music and growth. It'll be interesting for you because it's so hard at the moment. You can't just plan to play a single, you release it, and you don't really know if you're going to be able to sing that for anyone for so long. It would be so daunting for you. It's amazing to see you still out there doing it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been it's challenging at times, but it really brings out the creativity in me, to be honest. And it's Do you do many Facebook Lives? I don't actually. I did 1 or 2 at the beginning, and then I found it so strange singing to a screen. I'm sure you find the same. And you finish the song, and it's silent.
Yes, yeah. Well, I get to talk to you. I get to see a face on the other end. When you guys do Facebook Lives and you're just talking to the screen and people write to you, but there's such a delay that you've moved on by the time you read the comment. What was that about? I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, but I think as a audience member, I really love watching them. But as a performer, it's a bizarre experience to do.
Yeah. And the clapping, the everything, the whole atmosphere. It's just so fun, doing that. But, well, thank you so much for joining us. I know that I've held you up tonight, so thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching again. We'll be back tomorrow night with Cornell Carr. We've got so many shows coming up. I can't count them all, so keep your eye out on the page. Thank you again. And everybody, when you've finished here, head over to Hello Jane Music and give her a like and a follow if you haven't already. And make sure you go and have a listen or watch the film clip because it's a really good one.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.